welcome to the last video of the day. Once this is over, you can relax, you can start enjoying your weekend. We're almost there, we're one step away from our weekend. No Miss Kim on the weekend, no videos, no Zoom classes. You can forget about me. Just for 2 days. Don't think it's forever. Only for 2 days. Yeah? Super. Today in geography. What we're going to do today sounds quite fun actually. It's imagining something. We're not going to read a book today. I'm not going to explain. Well, I am going to explain some things, but not like normal. Not like a normal geography class. Today, we need to plan an imaginary holiday. Yeah, it's your option where you want to go. Right? It's your decision where you want to go, and when you want to go. I'm not going to tell you, you have to investigate and go to China. Right? It's your imagination. It's wherever you want to go, not Miss Kim. Yeah? But for planning a holiday, even if it's imaginary or real, you have to think of a few things. Yeah? First, I need to know where I want to go. So, I would really love, to go to, where do you think? Where do you think I would love to go? I would really love to go to Canada. There are lots of places I would love to go. But this is just one off my head. I would love to go to Canada. Each time I see pictures of Canada or things on the television about Canada, it's like, wow, that's a really beautiful place. I would love to go there and see what it's like with my own eyes. Because it's very different to meet somebody and that person says, oh, Canada is lovely. It's beautiful. It's great. It's the best country in the world. Okay, I believe you, but I want to see it with my own eyes. If I see a video on the television or pictures on the internet, right? Or pictures of this person that went to Canada. One looks at the things and says, oh wow, it's really cool, it's really amazing. But I want to go there, right? Once I've got my place ready, yeah, I have to think of different factors. Well, the first thing would be, how do I get to this place? How do I go from Santiago de Chile, where I am in now? I live here, I'm here right now. How do I get to Canada? Forget about the money. Remember, this is an imaginary thing, okay? We've got the money for the trip. Because one would say, oh, we need the money. We've got the money, don't worry. It's all in our heads. How do I get to Canada? Can I go on my bicycle to Canada? Yeah, I could, I suppose. But it would take so many days, right? And I'm not a bike person, so I would not want to go by bike. Can I drive to Canada? Well, I suppose I could. Right? The thing is that this is the world, yeah? This here is the other way around, don't worry. This here is South America. This here is Chile. We are here, and Canada is all the way up here. And we've got many, 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 many things in between. Right? Many countries in between Santiago de Chile and Canada. So, would Kim want to go by car? Not really. I like going to different places by car, but I would prefer to have more time in Canada investigating, walking around, moving around, seeing different things, than wasting my time in a car, because it would take a lot of time, right? So, how do I get to Canada? Yeah, I would take look at my beautiful plane over here. Yeah, I would take a plane. Okay. The other thing, I know where I want to go and how I'm going to get there. Fine, that's done. Now, when would I like to go? That is a super important question to think about. Because all countries are beautiful at all seasons. Yeah? They're all lovely at different seasons. But the thing is, what season do I prefer? Right? For example, I am more a winter person. I like rain, I like cold, I like snow. Yeah? So I have to think, at what period of the year will I be traveling? If you're not a winter person, of course you're not going to go in winter, right? Don't forget as well where the country is. If my country is in a cold section, right, of the world, if it's in the northern hemisphere, for example, right at the top of the northern hemisphere, well, yeah, it would be cold the whole year, probably. Oh, quite cold. Maybe not as cold in winter as in summer, because, yeah, even though there are cold places, for example, in England, right? England does have winter and summer. And summer can get quite hot, or not so hot. But yes, you have more sun, it's not so cold. Maybe you don't have to be with a jacket and a scarf and a woolly hat. But maybe, yes, you need a long sleeve. Yeah? It's not like here in Chile that when it's summer, you're hot all day. You're hot during the day, you're hot during the night. We use short sleeves, we use shorts, right? Here in Chile, we do have that difference. When it's winter, it's very cold, right? And when it's summer, it's hot all day long. Yeah? That's it. The difference between the seasons. So, what does that mean? That we have to decide when we're going. I would like to go to Canada on a plane with, when? In winter. I love winter. So, okay, we've got 3 different things. The place, how am I going there, and I would like to go in winter. Yeah? You see, there are lots of things that one has to plan before you go on a trip. Because what would happen if I say, okay, I'm going to Canada and I'm going to take my swimming costume to go to the beach or to go to the lakes. Miss Kim, it's winter. Maybe you can take your swimming costume if your hotel has a warm pool in it. But not really to swim in a lake or, yeah? That's why it's so important to plan things out. I look if I walked around Canada in winter in my swimming costumes? I would look very ridiculous, wouldn't I? And I would be freezing. And I would probably get sick. So that would not be an ideal trip. Yeah? The other thing I have to see is maybe the places I would like to visit. Before I go to another country that I don't know, yeah, where I haven't been before, I investigate a little bit. Maybe I talk to somebody who's been there that can tell me, oh, you must go to this museum, you must go to this reserve, you must go and meet John. Or maybe I can check on internet and say what places I must visit on my trip to Canada. If you write those things on internet, they appear. It's quite funny. I love looking things up on internet because you ask internet everything, you ask Google everything, and he always has an answer for you. And it's always quite correct. The different places I'm going to go. Why do I need to know the places? Because obviously the trips, the holidays are not forever. Even if you take a really long holiday, right? The holiday has to finish at some moment. So I can't walk around the garden of my hotel for 3 days if I'm there for 3 days, right? I can't just stay in the swimming pool of my hotel in Canada for 3 days if I'm there for 4 days. My trip to Canada was a waste, wasn't it? If I just want to live for 3 days, 4 days in a hotel and go to the swimming pool and go to the restaurant, that's fine. I love doing that as well. But I don't need to go all the way to Canada for that. Right? I need to see what I need. That's how we plan a holiday. There are many other things that obviously one has to plan and think of. Right? If I'm going to Canada in winter, should I take my flip-flops? Not really. I should take boots. If they're woolly boots, even better. Right? If they're gum boots, even better, because I'll probably be walking through water and snow. I don't want to get my feet wet. Right? There are lots of things to plan out. This is what we're going to do today. You received these 2 papers. Yeah? You received them. And this is what you guys have to do today. You have to plan your ideal holiday. But not just one. It's very short, don't worry. You have to choose 5 different countries. Countries. If you want to do it cities, I have no problem, okay? 5 different countries where you would like to go. Yeah? And you will have to fill in the information. For example, on the first one, you can look for the information wherever you need. You can look it on internet. You can ask your parents. You can use atlases if you need an atlas. Do you know what atlases are? Let me see if I can get my atlas. We've got these at school. And I've got one right here. Atlases. Books where they show us maps of different places, of different countries. They show us the flags of the different countries. Yeah? They even show us climates and plants in different places of the world. Yeah? Maybe where deserts are, or where forests are. Yeah? Understanding the imaginary lines of the world. Atlases are amazing books. They're super, super great. If you've got one of these at home, use it. If not, don't worry. Internet. It's right there. And you guys, I'm sure you know how to use internet better than I do, So, first, the name of the country. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different countries. The name of the country. Yeah? The name of the capital city. Every single country has a capital city. In Chile, what is our capital city? Exactly, it's Santiago. Normally what happens with capital cities is that everything comes to the capital city, people, things, food, everything, and from the capital city, they send them out to the different cities or town of the country. The capital city normally is where the decisions are taken for the country. Where does the president live? Here in Chile, in Santiago. Where does he work? He works at the Moneda. The Moneda is the place, it's like his office, right? And from Santiago, where does he travel to? He travels to different places, to different towns, to different cities, far or close, yeah? The currency, the type of money. What kind of money does that country have? For example, here in Chile, we've got pesos, yeah? If you go to United States, you've got the dollars. If we go to England, we've got the pounds, right? If you go to Spain, France, whatever, you've got the euros. Each country has its own currency. Maybe some countries share currency, like the euros, yeah? Or the pesos. Chile has pesos, Argentina has pesos, Colombia has pesos, yeah? But the only thing that changes there is Colombian pesos, Chilean pesos, Argentine pesos. They add the name of the country to the pesos. But it's different. If you look at the bills or at the coins, they're different, even though they say pesos, okay? And the flag. You have two options. You can print it out, or you can just draw it. You can make a drawing. Flags are not that difficult to draw. Some just have colors, right? Not that difficult to draw. Now, on the other page is what we were doing just now. Planning out our holiday, our ideal holiday, yeah? All the things we have to think about. It says, imagine you could go anywhere you wish. Remember, imaginary? We can go anywhere we want. For our holiday, which country would you go to? Now we're choosing only one. It could be one of these that we just talked about, or it could be a different one if you want. It says, do some research using holiday brochures on the internet and then write out your holiday plans. Yeah? The country I would like to go to is, there you write the country that you want to go to. The month I want to go in is, remember, I have to think about the months. I want to go in August because it's winter. I want to go in January because it's summer, okay? The climate during the month I chose. How is the climate? Is it rainy? Is it sunny? Is it snowy? Right? The currency, the money I would need there. Well, if I'm going to a country, I can't go to the country without any money. Yes, we all know that the dollar is like the universal money, right? That we can exchange it when we get to that country. So, first of all, I would need to have dollars, right? If I can't get the money of the country here in Chile. Because nowadays you can get quite a lot of different types of money here in Chile. But if not, I would have to have dollars in my pocket, in my bag, and then exchange them when I get to the country, maybe in the airport. I exchange it for the local money. But for that I need to know, what kind of money is it? Is it euros? Is it pesos? Is it dollars? Is it pounds? What is it? And I also need to know how much the difference is. Because if I go to a country and I say, okay, I want to exchange $100. Okay, and they only give me one coin. Well, I need to know if that is real or if it's not. Right? I need to think of all these things. The cities I would like to visit are, okay, I would like to go to Canada. But exactly where in Canada? Canada is big. Maybe I can travel all around Canada. If I've got a lot of time and a lot of money, fine. But if not, I have to define a place to go, right? Or some places to go. For example, if I go to Canada, I would like to go to Vancouver. Yeah? I would like to go to Toronto. I don't know. I have to find out. Maybe there are places I don't even know, which is quite probable, right? There are many places in each country that we don't know that they even exist. Cities, places, museums, shows. We don't even know they exist, right? What about the sites we would like to see, the places we would like to go to? Again, I would like to go to the zoo. I would like to go to the Natural History Museum. I would like to go to the War Museum. I don't know. One food I would like to try. When one goes to different countries, we normally, or I at least, one wants to try a typical food of the place. Sometimes you arrive at that place and you go to a restaurant and you say, what is a typical plate here? Oh, it's this. Oh, okay, bring it to me. But other times one investigates. Internet. Typical plates, food plates in Canada. And they'll give me a list and they'll explain to me what it is. Yeah? The activities I would like to do there. Okay, apart from going to the museum and to the zoo, I would like to walk around to see what I find. Sometimes just by walking around at a place, you find many interesting things that are not written on internet, right? Or in magazines. The reason I chose the country, why did I choose that country? Well, because I'm super interested in Canada. I think it's beautiful. The things I've seen, I love it. And it says, stick a map of the country below. Mark on it the cities you would like to visit. So, again, here you can draw it or print it out and stick it. This one I think is going to be easier to print out and stick, right? Because this is the whole country. It's not just talking about one place. Like here that we were just talking about the flag, right? So, hope you enjoy your imaginary holiday. Yeah? Lots of things to plan, guys, before we go on holidays, even if it's an imaginary holiday. Yeah? So, don't forget, put everything away. Folders, walls, whatever you need. Because I want to see all these things when we go back to school. Yeah? Don't forget, we're starting tonight with quarantine. All Santiago, we have to stay at home. Yeah? Just like we were doing up to now. Miss Kim hasn't moved out of her house for all these weeks. Not even to the supermarket. Yeah? So, keep safe, keep healthy, and enjoy your imaginary holiday. See you No, you will see me on Monday in the videos, right? And see you guys on Tuesday next week in Zoom class. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your family. Bye guys. Love you.